Alrighty guys, welcome back. Today we are doing what my Latin teacher would refer to as a golden oldie. This is one that I did real early on when I first started reacting to things, and let's just say my first reaction probably wasn't that impressive. So we've decided to go back and revisit a couple of them, and this is the first one that we've gotten to. This is a pretty cool one actually. This is Time Waits for No One, and I know you did a little bit of research on this actually.
Yeah, the research that I was finding out, because this is a beautiful song.
It is a very beautiful song.
It is a really pretty song. Has a great meaning to it. As far as time waits for no one, so take advantage of the time that we have.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Is really kind of what I was getting out of it. But what I thought was interesting was that the guy who wrote this, Dave Clark, who was the lead singer of the Dave Clark Five.
Yeah, Dave Clark Five.
Okay. That
5 times fast.
That was part of the British invasion back in the 60s.
Yeah.
Okay. He had actually written a couple of songs, or he had written a bunch of songs, but he was putting together an album with all kinds of different stars on it, singing his songs.
Right.
And he had actually asked Freddie to sing a song called "In My Defense," and this was apparently this was about 3 months or so after Live Aid.
Yeah, because that was at the tail end of '85, so closer to the end of 1985.
Right. So Freddie's all buzzing.
Yeah, he's still on his Live Aid high.
He's still
on his high.
So so he goes ahead and he sings this song, "In My Defense."
Mm-hmm.
All right, but then he asks, "Do you have any other songs that I can sing?" And he said, "Well, I've got the title track here. It's called Time."
Mm-hmm.
It was just called Time. That was it. And so he gave it to him. He said he played it for him. He was Freddie was like, "Yeah, this is a song I want to do," and so he did it. He did it.
He did it.
So it was like 3 months after "In My Defense," which came in, I guess that would have been January of '86, roughly.
Something like that.
Well,
it was beginning of '86.
If it was October, he did that. Then November, December, so January.
Something like that. Yeah.
Okay, he comes back in the studio, and he was the only one there.
Mm-hmm.
Freddie was there, Dave Clark was there, and a session piano player was there.
Yeah.
And they went ahead and they laid down that one track. They're waiting for everybody else to come in, and all the other musicians. They ended up with 96 tracks.
It's like an orchestra.
Okay. 96 tracks. Okay, of musicians, background singers,
it's an orchestra.
all kinds of stuff. Right.
It's an orchestra when you put everything together.
So bottom line of it, what ends up happening was that a little while later, Dave Clark says, had in his head the original original track.
Yeah.
And they went looking for it. He and his engineer went looking for it, and they couldn't find it anywhere. And then they ended up, after a couple of years later, they ended up finding it. And they stripped away they made sure there was no 95 other tracks.
It was just Freddie,
this one track.
Yeah.
Okay. So at that point, he's like, "Yeah, this is what I want."
So how come they didn't release it until 2019?
Well, this is what I was reading here. They said they stripped back all the tracks because they wanted to hear the original performance. What Dave Clark says was that, and I'll go ahead and read this off of here, simply said, was that he commissioned a brand new video for the recording, cut from original negatives and unused, unprocessed 35mm film footage from the 1986 Time video shoot. And basically, when they asked him what it was about, he said you could go on, you could win the lottery tomorrow, or we don't know what's around the corner.
Yeah.
It's just that we've got to enjoy ourselves every day. The world's not in a great state. We've just got to enjoy every moment. As far as why they just released it, I don't know, because it doesn't say why they just
in this particular article.
In this particular article why he was doing it, right now. But but anyway, he did release it, and it's.
And now we have it.
And now we have it.
And now we have it.
And now we're going to watch it. And what I want to see, what I'm anxious to see, is how you react to it now versus how you reacted to it then.
Oh, God. Then I was just listening to the music. And here I'm still just listening to the music. I could do without the background. I just like this song. This is one of the few Freddie Mercury solo songs that I'll listen to over and over and over and over and over again. I only have a few select Queen songs actually on my personal playlist. This is the only Freddie Mercury solo song that I actually have on there. So even if...
That's a good one to have.
Yeah. So even if, I were to just do this again, I wouldn't want to look at the background, even though that we've been, checking out the background for, all of our videos that we've been doing. I still wouldn't want to check out the background on this because it's just such a beautiful piece that it wouldn't bother me. And I could do without the background on this, like I did before.
So...
Anyway.
Let's go ahead and... Go ahead and play it.
Let's get started.
Time waits for nobody. Almost plan our hopes together, or we'll have no more future at all. Time waits for nobody. We might as well be deaf and dumb and blind. That sounds unkind, but it seems to me we've not listened to or spoken about it at all. The fact that time is running out for us all. Time waits for nobody. We've got to build this world together, or we'll have no more future at all. Because time, it waits for nobody. Nobody. You don't need me to tell you what's gone wrong. You know what's going on, and it seems to me we've not cared enough or confided in each
Pretty cool.
And that's why I listen to it on loop.
And
That's why I listen to it on loop all the flipping time.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, come down off of that for a second. Just let that sink in for a second.
Okay, I'll let it sink. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know,
that's all you can say is, wow.
Well,
yeah.
You know, that was his. You know, and the thing about it, and which, you know, obviously I can't speak for him, but
right.
But when he first heard that song and said, "Yeah,
that's mine. I'm doing that one.
That's the one I want to do."
Yeah.
That was his life's mantra.
Yeah.
You know, time is not going to wait.
For you.
For
anybody.
For anybody.
Yeah.
I am going to live every day the way that I want to live it.
Yeah.
That's... So I can see where he would just like go, yeah. Yeah, you know, that's it.
Yeah.
I wonder what it sounds like with 96 tracks.
I don't want to hear it with the other 96 tracks.
I know.
I don't want to hear it with
because this is just pure and raw.
Exactly.
Okay.
I don't want to hear it with the other 96 tracks.
You know, and if he can do this pure and raw and turn that out.
Yeah.
You just, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it with the other 96 tracks. I'll just leave it with the piano and Freddie.
Yeah. So
that's all. That's all I'm leaving it on. I had few comments last time, and I have probably even fewer this time.
I just saw something that was kind of interesting, but this is pure Freddie.
What?
As far as in this, article, Dave Clark was saying that what's the guy's name? Cliff Richard.
Okay.
Wanted to do a song called "Born to Rock and Roll." Mm-hmm. Okay, and Dave Clark says, I didn't tell him that Freddie wanted to do it too, so he couldn't renege on it. Freddie said to me, "Leave it for a year or so, Dave. I'll come in and we'll re-record it."
Ooh.
Because we did a demo for it and it was absolutely amazing. We would have done it. Okay, yeah, he would have done a lot more things if time had been on our side. Hence, you know.
Yeah.
There was
the song.
There was all the time in the world to do it at that stage, but
that was it.
That's life.
That's life.
And you know, so I just think that's kind of funny as far as Freddie saying.
Well, I'll just do it anyway.
Just leave it. And according to what Dave Clark also said on here is that he can't find the Mercury demo tape now. Okay. You know, but he said that it was absolutely amazing.
More amazing
than this. What he did with it. Well, probably not, because the other one was, I'm sure, rock and roll. Born to rock and roll, right?
Yeah.
So, but that's just the talent. So, anyway, it we'll leave it at that.
Yeah. Like I said, I had little words then, and I got little words now. I'm not saying anything on that. It's a beautiful piece, and that's all. That's what I'm leaving it at. So don't forget to check out the Teespring link down below to get your hoodies, shirts, long sleeve shirts, mugs, phone cases, you know, stuff like that. Along with the Patreon link that's down below. Patreon is the VIP squad that we got going on. You get a whole bunch of different perks for as little as $1 a month. So go ahead and check out that link down below. Part of those perks include shoutouts, and those would include Paula Johnson, Patricia Miller, Teresa Anderson, and Hot Space. Thank you so much for your love and support for this channel, and you know, we wouldn't be here without you guys. Again, that link is down below for as little as $1 a month. Also, I have a little extra that I threw in the description that I haven't mentioned yet.
What?
Well, I haven't mentioned. I don't think I've mentioned it. I've mentioned it to him maybe once. So this is new for you guys. At 1,000 subscribers, we will open up a P.O. box so you guys can send us things, whether it be letters, drawings, whatever. At 1,000 subscribers, we are going to open up a P.O. box.
What?
Again, I didn't tell him this. So, yeah, now we're going to do it. At 1,000 subscribers, we will open up a P.O. box so you guys can send us stuff. Like I said, it could be a letter, it could be a drawing, it could be a picture, it could be anything. Just decent things, not, you know, inappropriate things. Please don't. And no money either. No money. I know a bunch of, you know, fans send a bunch of other YouTubers a bunch of money. Don't do that. Please don't send us money. But
What?
yeah. But yeah, that's the special announcement, and I'm going to be putting that at the tail end of, you know, the next couple of videos coming up. Anyway, I'm good.
I'm good as well.
He's good now. Can't say anything to that.
I'm in shock, but
Yeah.
it's...
He can't do anything. He can't do anything now. It's set in stone. Alrighty guys, so if you enjoyed this video, make sure to smack that like button, subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.